This landlord thought he was doing a good deed, but it has turned into a nightmare. He was asked to be part of a city program. It matches landlords with homeless people. Nitin Mehra says that he was promised that the city would pay the rent, that a caseworker would be assigned to his tenant that would make regular home visits and help out with any issues, including cleaning and mental health services. But just a few months later, he says that his apartment unit is trashed. He took CBC News on a tour of the damages.
Oh, jeez. I think the reaction is to be physically ill. Oh, it's disgusting. The maggots were flowing from what's that milk jug and that can there. They were crawling out from there. So the washroom is probably by far the worst thing. Yeah, that's human excrement, urine, vomit. And this was putting an individual who needs help in a space and not offering them any help. This was leaving them to their own devices.
Mehra immediately called the tenant's caseworker with the Canadian Mental Health Association. He says the caseworker responded by going to the apartment and dropping off a mop and a bucket for the tenant to use. Weeks later, it is still sitting on the porch, untouched.
It's a joke, it's a farce. There's nothing else to that. A mop and a bucket for what's in that unit, there's nothing to be done there. The city has dropped the ball on this, plain and simple. I think people like myself, people who are providing these places to live, are keeping up our end of the bargain. I think the city needs to keep up their end.
Mehra is now facing thousands of dollars in damages. After calls from CBC News, the city says it launched an investigation, and it's now asked Mehra for his receipts. As for the tenant, he's now back out on the streets, homeless once again. Ashley Burke, CBC News, Ottawa.